Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today we're going to be talking about the Cincinnati Bengals potentially signing Noah Fant. This would be an interesting signing, as reported by Bleacher Report and other sources, that Noah Fant had a tryout and a workout with the Cincinnati Bengals. A couple days ago, he was released by the Seahawks. I think it'd be an interesting signing for the Bengals. Fant put up 500 receiving yards last season with one receiving touchdown. In 14 games and 9 starts, picked up 48 receptions. 2023 put up 414 receiving yards with 0 touchdowns. His first year in Seattle was really good, with 500 receiving yards and 4 receiving touchdowns. He was killer in Denver. In his 3 seasons in Denver, had nearly 2,000 receiving yards in 3 seasons as a youngster tight end. So with 10 touchdowns over 3 seasons for Denver. And look at most of those seasons, that's Drew Lock throwing in the football. Definitely was solid in Denver. Got a little bit worse in Seattle, but I thought 2022 in Seattle, that first year after the trade, after him and Shelby Harris, and it was Drew Lock got sent to Seattle, the Russell Wilson deal. I thought he looked really good in that first year. Looks solid this year, putting up 500 receiving yards in 14 games. Who knows what kind of yardage he would have had if he would have, played the full 17. He could have maybe got to 600, a little bit over 600 potentially. But I think that, him and Geno had some solid chemistry. We will see what happens. Where he ends up. I think I think Cincinnati could be a good place for him. I don't think it's the greatest fit for if you want playing time and you want targets, because they've got Mike Gesicki and they also have Tanner Hudson. I feel like they've got a really good tight end group already. Joe Burrow has 2 tight ends that he had a lot of chemistry with last season. I think the 2 best teams for Noah Fant, we're not saying these are the 2 best teams in the league, but just the 2 best teams for Noah Fant, in my opinion, are the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Giants. That's just my opinion. I look at those 2 teams and I say, I think those are the 2 teams that might have the 2 weakest tight end rooms in the NFL. You asked me, I think last year I would say the 3 teams that have the worst tight end room in the NFL are Noah Fant's former team, the Denver Broncos, the New York Giants, and the Indianapolis Colts. The Denver Broncos did a great job picking up Evan Ingram, former 2-time forward Pro Bowler, this offseason, and signing Evan Ingram after getting cut by the Jags. And the Colts did a great job drafting Tyler Warren. I think, if I had to say, the best tight end in this draft. I know he wasn't the first selected, but I think the best tight end in this draft. So I think the Colts and the Broncos did a great job of adding to the tight end room this offseason. The Giants, in my opinion, didn't. Their number 1 tight end is Theo Johnson. I'm sorry, I'm just not a huge fan. Then you can look at the Jacksonville Jaguars. I look at the Giants and I look at the Jaguars, and I think they've got both of them have really solid offenses, in my opinion. Both have really solid offenses. The Giants, you've got a great quarterback in Russell Wilson, and he's got good guys to throw the football to at the wide receiver position of having guys like Malik Neighbors and Darius Slayton and Wan'Dale Robinson, and Russell Wilson's got a good running back room of Devin Singletary, Tyron Tracy, and Cam Scottaboo. But then the tight end, that's where it's not as strong for the Giants, having Theo Johnson only had 300 receiving yards last season. Then I look at the Jags, and the Jags have Trevor Lawrence, a really solid young quarterback who, wasn't great last year, but was great in his first couple seasons, and just had a slump year last year. And I think that Trevor Lawrence had so much potential with what we saw in his rookie season and his second-year season. Not his rookie season, his second-year season and his third-year season. But then the 4th season last year did not look that good for Trevor Lawrence. And I look at Trevor Lawrence and I honestly think, he's got a great offense too. Running back room. They've got ETN, and they've got, Tank Bigsby. Wide receiver room. He's got not only does he have 1 number 1, but he's got 2 number 1s. He's got Brian Thomas and he's got Travis Hunter. And they added in someone else this offseason. I want to say it's Zay Jones. They added in someone else as a solid wide receiver 3 as well. So Lawrence has a good wide receiver room. But then they cut his Pro Bowl tight end, Evan Ingram. So honestly, if we're going to talk about best fits for Noah Fant, I think the Jags and the Giants are the 2 teams I look at that need a tight end the most, and are the two teams I think where Noah Fant could come in and have the most impact on a team. But maybe he wants to go play with Cincinnati, play with Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. Who knows? Let me know your thoughts on the potential signing for the Bengals in the comment section, and peace out.